All right, so we got some predictions from Daily Wrestling News. Now, don't forget, me and G-Man are going to have some predictions as well Tuesday afternoon, but let's go ahead and figure out what Daily Wrestling News is talking about with their predictions and what they predict for WrestleMania 41. And if you guys want to subscribe to their channel, here's a screenshot right here. Let's go ahead and get started and see what they predict for WrestleMania 41 with the match card that we have presented to us.
WrestleMania 41 is around the corner, and it's looking like one of the wildest cards we've ever seen. From shocking betrayals to dream matches, I'm breaking down every match with my bold predictions and some possible swerves WWE might throw our way. Let's jump into it. Let's start with the most anticipated main event of this WrestleMania, John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. Look, I know this match has the WWE Universe completely split, but for me, there's no better time than now to give John Cena his historic 17th world title. Cena hasn't won a televised singles match in over 2,500 days. He's been on a massive losing streak, and now that he's turned heel, completely betrayed his values and the fans, you don't pull that trigger just to make him lose again. He didn't sell his soul to The Rock just to take another L. He sold it because, deep down, he believes he can't win the old way anymore. I'm calling it right now. Heel Cena is gonna cheat. He's gonna pull every dirty trick in the book. Low blows, maybe even brass knuckles during the five-knuckle shuffle. The Rock might even show up to help seal the deal. This isn't hustle, loyalty, respect. This is cold, calculated Cena, who will do anything to be champion again. Now, sure, I get the other side of the debate. Some fans say Cena should lose, that Cody should make him tap out. The ultimate never-give-up death blow. They say Cena could then go on a redemption arc, win the 17th title clean later this year. And look, that's powerful. That's poetic. But personally, I can't resist this version of the story. This is WrestleMania. The biggest heel turn in 20 years just happened. If not now, then when? Cody can still win the title back. And there are rumors of Cena versus Randy Orton at Backlash in Orton's hometown for the championship. That would be electric. And it opens the door to Randy versus Cody down the line. So my pick, John Cena wins the undisputed championship at WrestleMania 41.
Yeah, I picked John Cena too because I do believe they got some type of plot where they might do a screw job, but I don't know. So hopefully John Cena do win it, and hopefully it goes well for him in WrestleMania 41. So I'll be watching.
Now let's talk about one of the toughest matches to predict on the entire card. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship. This one's stacked with tension. No real heel, just three top-tier women at the absolute peak of their game. On one side, you've got Bianca Belair, undefeated at WrestleMania. Then there's Io Sky, the current champion. And of course, you've got Rhea Ripley, who lost the title just after Elimination Chamber. Now, Rhea's loss was shocking. And while I know a lot of people are rooting for her to win it back, for me, it's way too soon. Rhea needs to chase a little longer. Let the obsession with Io and the fact that she never pinned her eat away at her make her more dangerous. And speaking of Io, there's a part of me that wants her to retain the title. She's been pushed aside during promos. Bianca and Rhea have often been framed as the main event players, while Io felt like an afterthought. But here's where it gets interesting. I think WWE has a smart way to protect everyone here and keep Bianca's streak alive. Bianca wins. She pins Rhea. That keeps Bianca's undefeated WrestleMania streak intact. Rhea protected because of her obsession with Io. Io looking strong because she doesn't take the pin. Think about the post-match storylines that creates. Rhea spiraling because she still couldn't beat Io. Io claiming she never lost and demanding a rematch. Bianca with gold again, but surrounded by challengers. So yeah, this was tough to call. But in the end, I'm going with Bianca Belair wins the triple threat and walks out of WrestleMania still untouchable on the grandest stage of them all.
Yeah, I mean, I still want Io Sky to win, but if Bianca wins, I ain't mad at it. But hey, listen, as much as people want Rhea to win, we need to see a different side of her, and I'm ready for the crash out Rhea. And I hope that this crash out Rhea go after the two people that I want her to crash out on, and that's the people that attacked her at NXT Halloween special, and that's Liv and Raquel. So hopefully, whoever she take out next, hopefully that she take out Liv and Raquel as well. Don't just take out, Bianca and Io Sky, and you don't take out Liv and Raquel, because that wouldn't be fair, because it's like, okay, so you take out Bianca and Io Sky, but you won't take out Liv and Raquel when they literally try to take you out at NXT Halloween on my birthday. That wouldn't make sense to me, and that would be unfair. And at that point, I would probably lose respect for Rhea, because you can't go after two people over one match. Like, come on now. Like, go after the people that beat you up and try to attempt murder on you, But I don't think she'll be heel, but I do think she'll be a tweener. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully she'll keep that same energy for Liv and Raquel, and please don't have her team up with those two when they haven't settled their differences. Okay, please. All right, so let's leave them alone, all right? If you're not going to have them beef, then don't have them team up. Please, Hunter, don't do that. But let's get to the next video. But yeah, if Bianca wins, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? But if Io Sky retains, that's good. But I do think that Damage Control is going to interfere one of the members. And if that happens, they'll be surprised, and don't say I didn't warn you. So let's get back to the video.
Next up, it's Yeet Mania. And I'm talking about a match that's gotten way more personal than anyone expected. Jey Uso versus Gunther, with the absolute bloody mess he made out of Jimmy Uso. And that promo Jey cut, telling Gunther he's not afraid, telling him he prayed to the Lord for what he's about to do to him. This isn't just a match. This feels like it needs to be unsanctioned. No rules, straight up chaos. This feud got personal fast, and the tone has shifted. Gunther might be a machine. He's built his legacy off dominance, violence, and discipline. But this is WrestleMania. And this is Jey Uso's breakout singles moment. And listen, I hope WWE gives this match the time it deserves, because if they let it build with that slow, emotional intensity, maybe add a stipulation like no holds barred or unsanctioned, it could be a sleeper hit of the whole card. So for me, it's simple. Jey Uso defeats Gunther at WrestleMania, not just for himself, but for Jimmy, for the family.
Yeah, I do agree. Jey is definitely going to win, no doubts about it, but a no-holds-barred match. I don't know if they're going to set it up on Monday Night Raw, but however, it is what it is as they set it up, right? So we'll see how it goes for that match, but hopefully it could be something like that, but I don't know. I mean, we have to wait and see, so let's wait till Monday and see how it goes if they add that stipulation, but if they don't, it's just going to be another normal match. That's it. But that is my vote. I do want Jey to win. So, yeah, Jey's my vote. Jey is definitely my vote.
Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. This one should be straightforward. Tiff needs to win, period. She's the future of the women's division. Let's not forget how she absolutely cooked Charlotte during that wild SmackDown segment. Whether that was scripted or not, Tiffany showed she can hang. But here's my only concern. If there's real heat behind the scenes, there's always that fear that Charlotte pushes herself into another win, another WrestleMania moment at someone else's expense. Tiffany doesn't just need a big match, she needs a big win. A win over a 14-time women's champion at WrestleMania? That's career-making. So my pick, Tiffany Stratton retains, and this becomes the moment WWE officially passes the torch.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody's saying Charlotte's going to win, but I don't know how that's going to happen when, after what we just saw Friday Night SmackDown. I honestly think that everybody on the internet pretty much said that Charlotte cannot win this match, because if she wins, nobody's going to let her talk, nobody's going to let her celebrate. And that's just the bottom line. I mean, it's just like with Dom. I mean, if Dom wins, people still going to boo him because he's still with Liv Morgan. And unless Liv Morgan turn on him, it's not going to go in his favor. So, honestly, I really think Charlotte should just let Tiffany win this one and just come back different. You know what I mean? Go home, you know what I'm saying? And just figure out what can you do in order for you to, earn the crowd again. I mean, honestly, Kick It with Russ pretty much said that, just come back, and restart, Start over, Start with a new character, do something that's different besides you coming back and pretending you're the queen. I mean, nobody look at you as the queen. Nobody look at you as a queen. So at least not anymore. So the best thing to do is just restart, and start fresh, So hopefully that could be the case. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to celebrate your win. You're going to have to celebrate it at home. That's the best thing to do if you win this match. So, but the fans will not be happy. Everybody will probably walk out just because they don't want to see, Tiffany losing the title. Because she's the fan's favorite. She's a fan favorite. So hopefully Tiffany will win, but we have to figure it out. We just have to figure it out. All right, so let's get to the next one.
Now this one isn't just about gold. Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship. Let's be real, this match is all about the slow implosion of Judgment Day. For weeks now, we've seen tension building between Finn and Dom. Passive-aggressive jabs, miscommunications, and Liv Morgan whispering in Dom's ear like the devil on his shoulder. But I don't buy for 1 second that Liv is really on Dominic's side. Remember the hotel room pass Finn mysteriously took from Liv? WWE doesn't do random backstage moments unless they mean something. I think this story ends the way it started, with heartbreak. Liv Morgan used Dom to win her title. Now she's going to use him to help Finn win. Here's how I see it going. Penta and Braun Breaker tear the house down and look incredible doing it. Dom has the match nearly won. Liv either intentionally or accidentally costs him everything. And Finn, he takes advantage, pins Dominic, and walks out Intercontinental Champion. Judgment Day fractures on the grandest stage of them all. And what does this do? Protects Braun Breaker, who could be heading into the world title picture next. Protects Penta, who's not ready just yet for this title, but gained serious momentum. This match isn't about crowning a new champ. It's about ending a chapter. And that's why I'm calling it now. Finn Balor wins the Intercontinental Championship by pinning Dominic Mysterio with Liv Morgan's help.
Damn, I didn't think about the word accidentally. I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, shit. Dang, will she do it accidentally? I don't know. I mean, well, dang. I didn't think about the word accidentally. That's, I mean, I don't know. I mean, shoot. I didn't even think about that. Well, I mean, Dom did cost Finn the title against Braun Breaker, so will she cost Finn the title? I don't know. I mean, because, hey, Finn, I mean, listen, that's a good comeback. Because if Liv Morgan say there's no leaders in the group, right? She could say that, but Finn could also clap back and say, you also said it doesn't matter who wins the belt as long as I bring the belt back home to the Judgment Day. And if he say that, listen, if Liv Morgan say that, you got to think, how you going to tell Finn that there's no leaders in the group, but you're pretending secretly that you're the leader and you're telling him that he's out of the group? You can't tell him that you're out of the group and you're not the leader. Who the hell told you to kick Finn Balor out of the group? I mean, that right there, come on, man, that's an argument. You can't tell Finn to leave the group if you say there's no leaders in the group. If there's no leaders in the group, then you have no right to lead. That's why I didn't understand why Finn didn't get mad at Liv Morgan for going to Adam Pearce to add Dom and Finn into the match. So I'm just a little concerned and I'm just a little confused because I'm just like, why is Finn not mad at Liv Morgan? She went to Adam Pearce and add Dominic Mysterio to the match. Why are you not mad at her? And he used sarcasm to act like it's okay for Dom to be part of the match. Look, if Finn wins, that's good. But what's not good is the fact that Liv is acting like she's the leader when she's not. And that's why I kind of want the story to continue until the Wyatts come. Because if Finn is the if Finn is the Intercontinental Champion and he got the gold and Liv is backing up Dom, that's gonna have a lot of questions that I need answered, because the argument just seems so predictable. Liv Morgan said there's no leaders because Finn said there's no leaders. But you're acting like a leader, saying that he's out. Whatever happened to group votes? Like, can we all four of us make a vote? We all know Raquel's going to ride with Liv, and we all know Carlito's going to ride with Raquel. So we already know this. But however, what about JD? If he come back, whose side he on? That's the part we got to figure out. Because Finn is making this all about himself. But what about JD? Will he, ride or die? Or will he slide for Dom? That's the question. So I hope JD ride for Finn, because, come on, man. Y'all grew up together. I understand Finn is acting selfish right now, but come on. He'll change. He knows you two go back. Just be a supporter until, it's time for you to do your own thing. It's not about the group. It's about competition. So I just hope that JD and Finn work it out and continue their chemistry until, JD get to do his own thing. So we got to do something until the Wyatts come back, right? So, my pick, hey, listen, I'm rooting for Penta, but if he doesn't win, it's either Finn or Dom. I'm picking Finn, but if Dom wins, like I told you, it will be a Randy Orton effect. Do your homework on Evolution. Go watch Evolution attack Randy Orton on YouTube, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right? Why did Evolution attack Randy Orton? Because he won the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam against Chris Benoit at 2004. And Triple H was jealous because he wanted that belt. So that's what's going to happen with Dom. Finn and JD, if he come back, are going to take out Dom. And if Liv Morgan joins in, then you get your answer. That Liv Morgan does not care about Dom. This is all business. At the end of the day, it's all business. Now, I also want to say this. Tuesday, Dom and Liv Morgan will have a Hot One episode. I do believe it's going to flop just because nobody cares about a fake couple. But however, if the video gets over 100K in one day, good. But will it get to 1 million in 30 days? That's the question. It takes 2 months for Drew and Sheamus to get almost 1 million in 2 months. And it took 1 year to get 2 million with Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. And it took 1.2 million, like 8 months, to get that amount of viewership for Bianca and Jade. So, so it's we'll see what happens Tuesday. I'll keep an eye on it. But again, I know it doesn't matter, but But I just wonder if Liv Morgan betrays Dom at WrestleMania 41, will that video get higher viewership because of the breakup? I just wonder, but I'll keep an eye on it. But let's just get back in the video. But my prediction is that Finn's going to win because of Liv Morgan. So, all right, let's keep going.
All right, let's get into Jade Cargill versus Naomi. And before we talk winners and losers, let's clear something up. Bianca Belair will not be involved in this match. She's staying out of it, at least for now. And if you've seen my other videos, you already know I'm not totally convinced Bianca is innocent in this whole storyline. But we'll let that mystery breathe a little longer. Now, this match is a lot harder to predict than people think. Naomi's had a great year. She had a solid tag team title reign alongside Bianca. She's been booked consistently, and this feud with Jade, it's brought out a whole new side of her. But here's the thing. Jade Cargill has been looking unstoppable lately. WWE is clearly positioning her as a big-time player. Jade already took her first pinfall loss to Liv Morgan in Italy. WWE's not about to give her another L that soon, not at WrestleMania. This match is about cementing Jade's dominance, showing she can win under pressure on the biggest stage and do it clean. Naomi will fight hard. She'll push Jade to the limit. But in the end, Jade Cargill gets the win at WrestleMania.
Well, I picked Naomi because I do think that Naomi deserves that win. Salute to Jade Cargill, but I do believe that Naomi should get the win just because, it could bring her status up and it could definitely give her a title shot, no matter which title it is. I'm hoping that it'll be the WWE Women's title, but however, if Jay wins, I won't be upset about it, but I kind of want Naomi to win. I don't want her to get jobbed out. You know what I'm saying? Because who's she going to face next? Bianca? Fine, but don't you think that she should win just so she can get that big one? But if Jay wins, maybe it might make sense just because, she hasn't won her first ever WrestleMania before besides that tag team match she had when she was with Bianca and Naomi. So we'll see what happens. But, hey, if Jay wins, I ain't mad at it. But I kind of want Naomi to win just to bring her status up. So, because I do think this character that she's setting up is really good. And I do think she should win it. So, yeah, that's my take.
Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest, a match that's been getting a lot of hate from fans online. And look, I get it. Some people say Drew deserves better. Some people say this feud came out of nowhere. But honestly, this match makes total sense. Let's not forget, Damian Priest literally ruined Drew's WrestleMania moment last year. He cashed in Money in the Bank after Drew beat Seth. That's all the justification you need for this feud. Now, here's the thing. WWE's been booking Damian Priest a little too strong lately. He's been dominating through the Judgment Day storyline. But I'll be real with you, I haven't fully bought into that. Meanwhile, Drew's been on fire this year. His work with CM Punk, next level. He's been taking roll-up losses left and right, constantly being screwed over. He's due. He's overdue. This is the moment to give him a clean, dominant WrestleMania win. Drew's earned it. So, yeah, this is an easy pick for me. Drew McIntyre defeats Damian Priest at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I kind of want Damian to win just because lately people have been looking at him as a jobber and I don't want him to take L's. But if we have to give it to Drew, then let's give it to Drew because, he's been taking L's from left to right and he deserves it. So, yeah, let Drew take this dub and then hopefully Damian will come back around next year and get his dub, whoever he faces. So, yeah, I picked Damian, but I have no problem if Drew wins. I have no problem if he wins. Congratulations. I just hope that he gets a title shot against John Cena. Otherwise, he's going to have to go after Jey Uso if he wants to be world champion again. So hopefully he can get a title shot after this, but I don't think anybody's going to take the belt off John Cena, but at least he can compete against him. So hopefully he'll get a shot against him. Otherwise, he's still going to get treated like a jobber, but hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully the crowd will support him and try to get the people in the back to give him a title shot against, whoever this champ, So hopefully that will be the case for his part. So hopefully this win will help that, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's keep going.
Let's talk about a match that's honestly got me more hyped than people realize. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. A lot of fans were complaining when this match was announced, saying AJ deserves more, that Logan Paul isn't on his level. But look, we can't sit here and pretend Logan Paul hasn't earned his spot. He's been killing it in the ring, so don't sleep on the chemistry we're about to see between him and AJ. But now, let's talk results. AJ lost at last year's WrestleMania. He's lost world title opportunities to Cody. This is the perfect time to give him his flowers. Let him remind everyone that he's still phenomenal. My final call, AJ Styles defeats Logan Paul.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of want Logan Paul to win. And the reason why I want Logan Paul to win is because I haven't remembered or I haven't seen Logan Paul win a WrestleMania match. And I do think he should win one. If he haven't won one, he should win one this WrestleMania. So, but if he has won one, then give it to AJ. But if he hasn't, then I think he should win this one just to get his first dub. So that's my pick. But, hey, that's only if he didn't have his dub. But if he did win his dub, then yeah, give it to AJ. But my pick is Logan. So.
LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu for the United States Championship. Jacob Fatu's arrival in WWE has been nothing short of dominant. There's already a potential jealousy storyline brewing. Jacob's getting spotlight. Jacob's getting title shots. And Solo? After losing to Roman Reigns, he's kind of slipped into the background. So that leads to a huge possibility. What if Solo interferes and costs Jacob the match? Not to help LA Knight, but to send a message to his cousin. And if Solo doesn't show up, then the tension just builds even more. Long-term storytelling in motion. Jacob Fatu will have his time, no doubt about it. But not this WrestleMania. I'm keeping the gold on LA Knight, yeah. Expect chaos, expect storytelling. But at the end of the night, LA Knight retains the United States Championship.
No, I think Jacob's going to win. Just because the stakes are too high. The predictions are an all-time high for Jacob, so I think he's going to win, and then maybe he'll start his feud with Solo there. So, and then LA Knight goes after the world title, hopefully. So, we'll see what happens. I mean, John Cena versus LA Knight, I'm down for that. I'm definitely down for that. So, we'll see what happens then, but yeah, my vote is Jacob because we want LA Knight to face John Cena for the WWE title. So, yeah, that's what I'm voting for.
Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. The day I'm recording this, there's no official stipulation. But come on, the story writes itself. This should be mask versus mask, and it should end with El Grande being unmasked as Chad Gable. Let's not even pretend. We all know. But until that gets confirmed, let's keep it straight. Right now, it's just Rey versus El Grande. And as weird as this story has been, you can't deny it's been fun. Rey Mysterio doesn't need this win. He's already a legend. He's here to elevate. So yeah, even if there's no stipulation, even if the mask stays on, my pick is El Grande Americano gets the win over Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I do agree that it should be a mask versus mask match. Hopefully they could set that up. But until then, there's no stipulation of that, but however, I'm rooting for Chad too, so let's see what happens for that match. So I picked Chad Gable, a.k.a. El Grande Americo. I don't know if I said that right. Americo? Something like that. So yeah, I'll vote for him.
Main event of Night 1, Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. The match that could literally go in 100 different directions. This is about legacy, manipulation, power, and most importantly, about Paul Heyman. I see only one man, Seth Rollins. Lost his title at last year's WrestleMania and lost to Roman and The Rock. Lost to CM Punk on the premiere of RAW on Netflix. This man has taken hit after hit and still showed up, still delivered, still worked his tail off. So yeah, Seth Rollins deserves this win. But the way he gets it, that's where it gets crazy. This week on Raw, Seth dropped a bomb on Paul Heyman. Roman abandoned you after WrestleMania 40. Punk doesn't even care about you. He only helped you for a favor. That wasn't just a promo. That was a reality check. And I think Paul Heyman heard it loud and clear. Here's my prediction. Paul Heyman betrays Roman Reigns and Punk. He sides with Seth Rollins, not out of love, but because he's finally fed up. Seth wins, pins CM Punk, and Heyman raises his hand. It's the perfect twist. A never-before-seen alliance. My final call, Seth Rollins wins night 1 of WrestleMania 41, with Paul Heyman by his side.
Hey, y'all digging the photographic? Y'all like this photo right here? Yeah. I do think Seth Rollins should win this, but because of Paul Heyman, I don't know. But I am rooting for Seth Rollins, so my pick is Seth Rollins too. But, dang. Paul Heyman working with Seth? I'm not so sure, but if this can help him get a title shot, then okay. But I'm rooting for Seth, so yeah.
Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. I'm not expecting a title change. Lyra's already a champion. WWE needs to book her in a strong storyline, not hand her more gold. Let Liv and Raquel keep the titles.
Well, I kind of want a title change just so Lyra can get her first win at WrestleMania 41. And then Liv and Raquel can win the titles back at Backlash once Bayley betrays Lyra. But whatever. Let them keep the titles, man. Whatever. I hope Alexa Bliss pull up and attacks Liv and Raquel, but man, whatever. I'm a guy. Let's get back to the video. Whatever.
The War Raiders versus The New Day for the World Tag Team titles. The New Day's new heel persona needs gold. They've brought the attitude, the aggression. Now they need the titles to match. The War Raiders had their moment. Now it's time to flip the division upside down. Give the New Day the belts at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm rooting for the New Day, too. They've been sitting in the back long enough. It's time for them to win something. So winning this gold is the right thing to do. So I'm rooting for them.
Randy Orton's WrestleMania opponent is still to be announced. Solo Sikoa, Nick Aldis? Just give Randy his flowers. This is his 20th WrestleMania. He's a legend. He deserves a win. I want to see the Viper strike one more time. And that's it. My full WrestleMania 41 predictions. But now it's your turn. Drop your picks in the comments. Who's walking out with gold? Who's getting betrayed? And who's stealing the show?
Well, there you have it. So here's if you look at the circles, those are the people that I picked for the winners of night 1 and night 2. This picture is night 1, and then the next picture is night 2. So there you go. That's where it is. So y'all get in the comment box and y'all discuss. Let me know who you think is going to win in WrestleMania 41. Y'all write down y'all predictions down below. And also, me and G-Man will have our fantasy booking at Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. So, and we will talk about our predictions for WrestleMania 41. So stay tuned for that. And but y'all get in the comment box and discuss y'all predictions for WrestleMania 41, night 1 and night 2. And get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. And I'll catch y'all Tuesday, all right? I'm out.